Well, there's a 2-week-long camp bringing together girls across the Tampa Bay area to address one of the region's most pressing challenges, hurricane resilience. Here to tell us more about it are Robin Donaldson, founder of STEM Exposure, and Ashley McMean with Hindsight Construction. So welcome to you both. Great to have you here.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, Robin, I want to start with you. Can you just tell me about your program, STEM Exposure, first? What's that all about?
So STEM Exposure is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to expose girls to unrepresented STEM careers. And my background, architectural designer and builder, it just made sense, right?
Yeah.
And then also in the wake of the hurricanes, we're hosting again, Science of Survival, AI, architectural, engineering, and a construction camp. And our focus is on teaching the girls, one, about global warming so they can understand why we have these hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then from that, we're going to, of course, talk to the building department. They're going to speak to the girls about, you know, the different codes. And from that, they're going to design a floor plan. They're going to do an actual model and then a 3D rendering.
Wow.
Of the home. And again, the lesson is, or the objective is, to teach these girls about unrepresented STEM careers, and by having industry leaders, women in those industries, they're going to come in and they're going to speak to the girls about their particular career in the STEM industry.
Yeah. That's amazing. And that's where Ashley comes in?
Well, Ashley is a community partner.
Okay.
And I had to tell you about Ashley. This will be her second year participating. And you know what? I'm going to allow her to, you know, share her experience with the camp and the
I might
girls.
not stop talking. So
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah.
This is our second year being invited back, and my staff and I truly enjoy helping out and supporting Robin and her cause. We get to hang out with wonderful little girls. That's for a couple of weeks. We get to support them, and we help wherever she needs us at. Pretty much, Robin points and tells us where to go. But the conversations that we're having with the younger generation and building that confidence up in them, and they see us women out in a man-dominated field, yes, but it's building that confidence. They see women out there doing this, and it lets them know, hey, you know, I could do that too. And they are so smart, they are so bright, and they are full of life. And it's it's just a breath of fresh air, and it helps us do what we do and continue to do and help the community out and support her. So.
Well, when you started to get interested in the construction industry, did you have women that you could look up to? Like these little girls have you to look up to?
You know what? I've got a couple in mind, yes. The most important thing is, and not maybe just even construction, but just the can-do attitude, saying, hey, there's no limits to what you can do. We put limits on ourselves. And I think I've had a few women in my life where they were like, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, if you have your mind set to something and you have the passion to do it and the will not to quit, you can do anything. And that's just my passion, is I want to give that back to people, and not just young girls, but I mean everybody, right? So just being able to instill that confidence and the will just to keep doing what it is that you want to do, no matter what anybody says, is going to take you a long way. And Robin's she's a perfect example of that. Hindsight, we got a great group of girls that work for us, and without them, we wouldn't even be where we're at today. And so we're very thankful and happy to be a part of this, and grateful we were asked to come back to help. So.
Absolutely. So the camp is a 2-week program, and there's still spots available.
There is.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we just go to the website to sign up, and what are the ages for this camp?
The ages are 12 to 17, and we're taking girls on both sides of the bay, so St. Pete and Tampa. And for those that would like to register, they can do so by logging into our website, which is STEM Exposure, is www.stemexposure. So it's STEMXPOSURE.
Yeah, and this is taking place at USF?
At USF in St. Pete in their virtual STEM lab.
That's amazing. And you know, what do the girls at the end of the day? They come out with a model of a building, or what?
Yes, so they are going to they're starting their portfolio.
Yeah.
Actually, so they're going to have their floor plan. They're going to have their renderings, and then also they're going to have an actual model. But it's one thing that I would like to say, that the biggest benefit of this camp is that girls, they're able to identify a community problem. They use technology to solve the problem. But most importantly, they've learned how to advocate for change properly.
Yeah, because this camp in particular is focusing on, you know, hurricanes and how to
Hurricanes.
build a building, a home to withstand the winds that we get here in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also something that we did for hurricane season, if you do visit our website, you can get a free hurricane survival guide
Nice.
that will really help you understand what to do now.
Right.
And then also there's a great emergency plan for your family and an evacuation plan. So
Yeah.
yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I
Thank
know you
you.
told me earlier that you're also looking for sponsors. So if you'd like to help sponsor this camp, you can head to the website that you see right there on your screen, stemexposure.org.